It's no secret that speedrunning Minecraft, or attempting to beat the game as fast as possible, has become very popular over the past year. It's exciting to see how quickly the game can actually be beaten. But would you be surprised to learn that there's a speedrunning community on the oldest anarchy server in Minecraft? Now, I know what you're thinking. How can you possibly speedrun Minecraft on an anarchy server? The dragon's already dead. The world is constantly changing. There are hackers everywhere. What is there to speedrun? Well, it turns out there's a lot more than you might realize. Several different types of speedrun actually originated on 2b2t, with one category really starting to take off recently. So today, we'll be discussing the history of speedrunning on 2b2t. Now then, let's get started. The year is 2017. The server at the time had just gotten through its first major surge of popularity, leading to a period of declining player activity. No major events were happening on the server, so it was up to the player base to make their own fun. A 2b2t YouTuber at the time, Taragadude, was trying to think of new content that he could create on the server. He enjoyed watching speedruns in his spare time, and he wondered if any sort of speedrun challenge could work on an anarchy server. So he ended up creating the very first one in the server's history, the Prot 4 speedrun. The goal was to go from completely unarmed at spawn to obtaining one piece of Protection 4 diamond armor as fast as possible. The reasoning behind this challenge was that on anarchy servers, Prot 4 was seen as the bare minimum to survive all of the dangers you'd encounter in such a harsh environment. The rules were simple. Timer starts when clicking respawn, which would put you near 0-0, and the timer ends when applying Protection 4 to a piece of diamond armor. Hack clients were allowed, but using speed hacks of any kind were not. A runner could only use materials created firsthand. Looting bases, other players, or even finding enchanted books in dungeons were not allowed. If you died or were killed by another player, it effectively ended the run. Most runs had a very linear progression. You started at spawn, found a nether portal, traveled out far enough to find trees, gathered materials such as wood, sugarcane, and diamonds, and then finally, you'd gather enough XP to start enchanting armor. Taragadude ended up with a time of about 1 hour, 36 minutes, which was quite impressive. In order for the Prot 4 speedrun to be seen as legitimate, someone was going to have to step up to try and beat Taragadude's time, which is exactly what happened, and the first speedrunning rivalry on 2b2t would begin. A YouTuber at the time, Minds, began running the Prot 4 challenge, and on February 14th, 2017, he set the world record for the category at 1 hour and 8 minutes, beating Taragadude's previous record by about 28 minutes. Minds had a very clean run. After going into the nether, he was able to find a portal off the highway very quickly, and in general, just got luckier finding materials. Overall, it was an impressive run, and it seemed that times under 1 hour would be very possible. People began following both runners to see how low the time could go. Taragadude spent the summer attempting to bring his time lower and lower. Then, on October 19th, 2017, he clocked a personal best and world record of 43 minutes and 8 seconds, 25 minutes faster than Mind's world record, and 53 minutes faster than his original time. Taragadude got incredibly lucky finding a nether portal and was able to locate a tree 10 minutes faster than Minds. From there, he found even more luck by having plenty of sugarcane nearby. He optimized his XP distribution onto his multiple diamond boots and found an excellent combination of diamond and redstone ores underground, allowing him to create the armor in record time. The creator of the Prot 4 challenge ended up taking back his record, but this victory would mark Taragadude's retirement from speedrunning 2b2t, and he would eventually move on to pursue other interests. For 7 months, the record remained at 43 minutes, but in July of 2018, a relatively unknown player named Nonagon ended up beating Taragadude's world record with a run of 40 minutes, 29 seconds. Nonagon found a tree more quickly than Taragadude had, which gave him an overall edge and allowed him to take the record. But after 40 minutes had been achieved, interest in the speedrun greatly declined. 2018 marked the start of a very turbulent era in 2B2T history, with many conflicts going on. Much of the nether infrastructure used in the challenge was destroyed or drastically altered, so faster times became much harder to accomplish. Another issue became the variables that runners had to deal with, such as lag and disconnects. The Prot 4 speedrun just wasn't fun to run anymore. But this would not be the end of the speedrunning community, as near the end of 2019, like a phoenix rising from the ashes, speedrunning would be reborn on 2B2T. Meet BGP, an actual speedrunner for video games and also a casual 2B2T player. He wanted to create a new category of speedrun on 2B2T that would be more accessible and fun to do than the previous Prot 4 run. So he thought, what is the most iconic activity you can do on an anarchy server? And the answer is escaping spawn. Working together with Minecraft mods of speedrun.com, BGP managed to officially create 2 new categories of speedrun: the 10K escape with hacks and the 10K escape with vanilla. The goal was simple: get 10,000 blocks away from 0-0 in any direction as fast as possible. 10K blocks overworld is considered far enough away from spawn for a new player to have temporary safety and start gathering supplies. You could use a hack client if you wanted, but you could also try the vanilla category for the extra challenge. But this marked the first time that categories relating to 2B2T speedrunning were officially tracked, rather than relying on just YouTube videos. On December 27th, 2019, French runner CAC64 set the first world record for the 10K escape at 3 minutes 55 seconds. After this record was set, it stood for 7 months. On July 11th, 2020, a runner named Nooner would shave 20 seconds off the original record, bringing it down to 3 minutes 35 seconds. His runs garnered enough attention for others to attempt runs around the same time. A week later, an American runner named Paul would claim the hacked record with 3 minutes and 23 seconds, and would also take the vanilla record at 4 minutes 28 seconds. Both of his runs used very good movement, and he found ideal nether portals in both scenarios. As of making this video, he still holds both records. What we are witnessing right now is a rebirth of 2B2T speedrunning, with players trying to get the categories under 3 minutes and 4 minutes respectively. What started in 2017 as a challenge out of boredom has led to officially tracked categories years later, and now the real competition is about to begin. Who knows? Maybe I'll try to set a world record, but if you enjoyed this history lesson, make sure to like the video and consider subscribing to the channel. Also make sure to follow me on Twitter and Instagram. But that's it for today, everyone. Take it easy and stay alive out there.